That's your whole argument, is the dragon.
Well, yeah.
No plot points, no animation, no story.
There's a dragon.
Dragon. Just put a dragon in a movie and he's going to move it up.
It's
the
true.
tiers. Was there a dragon in Artemis Fowl?
No.
They should have done it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel here at HitPoint, and we have a special guest today.
Hi, it's me.
This is my wife, Stephanie.
Yep, that's me.
And today we are doing a tier ranking of the the Disney animated movies, not Pixar, just Walt Disney Animation.
Right. That's what's happening.
Did I say that right?
As far as I know.
Okay.
We'll go with it.
Alright, so we're going to switch over the screens, and we're going to jump into this.
Here we go.
So, first movie, Snow White.
I like it.
You like it?
I did. I liked it.
Okay.
I grew up with it. It was a wonderful movie. I mostly liked when they were in the mines finding all the shiny things, though.
The dwarves?
Yeah, the dwarves.
Singing hi-ho.
Yeah.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, off to work I go.
It wasn't the music, it was all the shiny, sparkly things.
Okay, and the shiny apple.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Although I did like that scene, too. It was ominous and stuff when she pulled that out of the poison and stuff. It's good. It's a good villain.
Yeah, I would agree it's a good villain. I don't care for
Mm-hmm.
Snow White as much, but I understand the nostalgia and the classicness of it. Like, where would you want to put it?
I mean, for me, that's more of a... I don't know. There's this part of me that wants to honor it and put it in the A category. But... I guess, are we judging this based on the time that it was made? Or now?
I'd say now, because this is overall all the animated movies. It's not just when they were made. Because yeah, it's the animation style for what it was when it was made is amazing, but in comparison to a lot of other movies out there, like you could put almost all these in a higher tier if you did it that way. I would feel.
Good.
No.
Okay.
So I'd say
We'll do it
from an overall Disney animated section of.
Well,
I mean, I would be okay with putting it in the B tier.
I think it can go there. Just honoring it as the first of the animated movies, and I still consider what it was for its time a really good movie.
Okay.
So I'm still gonna consider that.
Well, so the next one we have is Pinocchio.
There's so much to say about Pinocchio. There's a lot of good.
There's so much to sleep through during Pinocchio.
It's even by today's standards, the animation is really good. So I like that. I mean, if we're talking about animation,
I'm talking about story though.
for the time that it was in, it's good.
But still, I mean, I as a kid fell asleep during it.
I like it. I think the story and the plot line are good. The animation is really good. I will say there might be a few sexist and racist things that kind of put it down for me a little bit. I mean, that is also a product of its time. Man. See, I have such nostalgia. It just makes me want to put everything in a higher tier. Where would you put it?
I mean, for me, this would go into the D tier because I just don't like this movie.
No,
but I could tell
it's Pinocchio.
You're gonna argue for it, so I mean,
put it in C then.
Okay.
That's fine.
The next one up is Fantasia.
Yeah, I grew up on all the old ones.
Yeah, but I actually do enjoy Fantasia. I think
too.
it is very much a classic. It was something new. It's something different for when it came out.
It's well done.
And it still holds to today, I feel. I think that's one of the key elements is does it still hold up today?
And it's one of the scariest horror movies that I've ever seen as a kid.
It is pretty freaky.
What was that one? big old monster guy.
I mean, I don't remember what the song is, but I know which one you're
I
talking about.
had to skip it sometimes.
Like the giant gargoyle thing.
Yeah.
And that you have to, because you remember you had to fight that in Kingdom Hearts at one point?
Oh, yeah, I do. That wasn't nearly as scary as the movie. It was frightening, but I mean, that's part of the greatness of it. It scared me as a kid, so I appreciate it.
So where would you put it?
I'm putting that in A.
I would agree. I'll put it in A.
I love Fantasia. Okay, Dumbo. I know where you're gonna put it.
I mean, Dumbo. It's actually been a very long time since I've watched Dumbo.
Very sweet story. Very short.
Yeah, it's just for me because of Disney movies. Growing up on Disney movies, it was about the music for me, and there was nothing good about Dumbo when it came to music for me.
Oh, the Baby Mine song was good. I mean, that.
Yeah.
I think that in itself is like the movie. That's what is about the relationship between Dumbo and his mom, and it's actually really touching. So, and again, there's racist stuff in this one.
Yes, there is.
Pretty short, but you have to give him the psychedelic elephant thing. I mean, that was fun.
I mean, I enjoyed it because it was on that flying elephant, but that was about the only reason why I did.
For me, this is a C movie.
Okay, would you put it above or below Pinocchio?
Oh, that's how this works? I haven't done this before, as you can tell. That's below Pinocchio.
Next up is Bambi. Another one that I fell asleep during as a kid.
No attention span.
But this was also...
I'm the one with ADD.
But this was also the one my sisters really loved Bambi.
Yeah,
I never could understand why it was such a thing, even growing up, because...
It's a coming-of-age story.
It is, but it was like... I don't know. It just, for me, it just never really hit home for some reason. I mean, for me, it falls into the same category as Pinocchio and Dumbo, in the C category.
Right. I would say so. It is a bit drawn out and stuff, but the animation is good, and, you know, there's one of the iconic scenes where Bambi's mother dies, and everybody's traumatized, and, you know, you've got to contribute.
I was more traumatized by Littlefoot's mom being killed in Land Before Time than Bambi.
Well, we're not comparing those movies.
Well, still.
You gotta stick to the Disney.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it does have an iconic moment.
Are we in agreement that it's going into C?
Yeah.
Where is it going, though?
I think I would put it above Pinocchio,
I would
actually.
too.
Yeah. All right, now this is where it's all me.
Yeah, so we're in a section here where I've not seen any of these, so Stephanie will be running it from here on out, and I'll just put it where she tells me to.
I mean, it's one of the classic princess movies.
Yes.
And you can never put that below a C when talking about princess movies. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, okay. I mean, it has Gus Gus in it, so I mean that's a big selling point for me.
They did have some good music.
I don't remember the mouse's name, but
Jack.
But yeah, Jack, and Gus Gus.
Yeah.
Jack.
And then it had Lucifer the cat.
Yes, and Lucifer the cat.
And, you know, the stepsisters are actually good, like, fun characters and stuff. Like, this had a lot going on.
I would say that there's a lot of good characters in Cinderella. I mean, based off that alone, I would put it in B tier for me. You might want it higher than that. That's fine. We can discuss that. But I would put it above Snow White.
This again has sparkles in it, just so you know, with the dress and the shoe and, glass stuff, and it has that classic animation where she turns and stuff. I'd put it in B, just because.
Okay. You agree with above Snow White?
Yes.
Okay. So now we come to Alice in Wonderland.
Yes. I loved this movie.
I watched it a lot as a kid.
I just like how weird it was.
It is very odd.
And I love that about it. There's so much to, like, I don't know. It just takes you places. I really like that about it.
I mean, where would you put it, though?
I'd be tempted to put it in the A's, but...
I'd be okay with that, but I can't put it above Fantasia.
No, you can't put it above Fantasia. No.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like that movie.
So now we come to Peter Pan. I mean, as a kid, I know I really enjoyed just the concept of Peter Pan. As I got older and watched it, there are, again, segments of this that drag for me. I would much rather watch Hook than Peter Pan.
Maybe. I like Peter Pan a lot. And there's a strong female character in this, and Wendy, actually.
Oh, yeah.
she stood up for herself and stuff. So I enjoyed that about this, and even Tinkerbell had a role. Makes it.
Yeah, I'd put it underneath Snow White.
Really?
For me, where would you put it?
I mean, I put it between Cinderella and Snow White.
I can go either way. So
it's a good story. It has more plot than Snow White.
Okay, yeah,
that's
true.
part of why I would put it there.
Okay, we'll put it there.
And it doesn't have quite the same heart as Cinderella, so that's
yeah.
Oh, another one that you don't really care for.
I hate Lady and the Tramp.
But I love Lady and the Tramp. It has the iconic scene where they share a meatball and they fall in love, and it's really cute. And it just, I would watch this one all the time. I really loved Lady.
I mean, we're gonna have to come to a middle ground here because I would totally put this in the D tier.
No, it does not deserve that from you. People put effort into this. You were going to put it in the D tier.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's going in the C tier. It's much better than that.
Is it better than all these, though?
I would say it's probably at least better than Dumbo, at the very least.
All right, so now we come to Sleeping Beauty.
Mm-hmm. Another great villain.
Yes, Maleficent is a fantastic villain. Of course, I mean, that's why she's had 2 movies now in the adaptations. Like, very good villain.
Not much of a personality for a princess, though.
No, but she slept through most of it, so...
Good point. But, I mean, the prize characters for this are Maleficent and the fairies, really.
Yes, for sure.
Though, I mean, and the animation was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I mean,
this
I love
one,
that.
I will say this, out of all the Disney princess movies that came out before the 90s, Sleeping Beauty is definitely my favorite out of all those.
Really?
Yes. It has a dragon in it.
I guess that makes sense. That's your whole argument is the dragon.
Well, yeah.
No plot points, no animation, no story.
There's a dragon.
Dragon. Just put a dragon in a movie and he's going to move it up
it's
the
true.
tiers. Was there a dragon in Artemis Fowl?
No.
They should have done it.
So for me, I would put this above Cinderella for me, and I would even be tempted to put it in A tier.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably maybe put it under Fantasia. It makes me want to move Cinderella up, though. But we've already established an order here, so.
Well, we can always change our mind as we get towards the end.
Okay. We can reevaluate.
Yes.
All right.
101 Dalmatians, another great villain.
That's true. Cruella. Mm-hmm. And good music, too.
Yeah. Cruella DeVille.
Right.
Cruella DeVille.
I know, you love serenading me.
I actually really like 101 Dalmatians.
I do, too. It's really well thought out, too, with the character. I love the part in the beginning where the owners look like the dogs and stuff. I thought that was really clever and really cute and stuff. And there's just so much thought that goes in. And imagine animating hundreds of puppies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, this is a good movie. So I think that at least goes in the A tier.
I would agree.
You gonna put it above Fantasia?
I would like to put it above Fantasia.
I would too.
Yeah. Next one is Sword in the Stone. I am a sucker for Camelot type stuff, so I really enjoy this. It does have its dragging moments for sure.
A little bit.
I still to this day remember the wizard battle.
It's creative.
Between Morgana and Merlin. Mm-hmm. And then also just the training for Arthur and him getting changed to a fish and a squirrel and...
You know what I remember?
What?
Every time he would just say that.
Oh, yes, he would. For me, it's a solid B tier movie.
Yes. I would definitely agree with that assessment. I'm a big fan of this movie, but it's not quite A tier material.
I mean, for me, I would put it above Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Next, come to Jungle Book.
I didn't watch this one as much growing up. I have seen it, though. You want to talk about dragging on?
I would agree. That is a big knock for me with Jungle Book. I liked it as a kid because I liked Baloo. Mm-hmm. But especially when I watched it when I got older, I was like, wow, I forgot that this movie just drags in sections. Yes. I can give in a little, but you gotta remember I'm giving in on this one.
Okay.
And
You're gonna put it above Bambi.
I'll put it above Bambi in the C tier.
Okay.
Now we come to the Aristocats. I seem to remember liking it when I was a kid, but it's never stuck with me ever since then.
Yeah, I really love cats, but it's not. I mean, if we're gonna compare it to like 101 Dalmatians, it's just not there.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it's a little knockoff of it. But with 3 cats instead of like hundreds.
I actually really have no idea where to put this.
That's true. I
mean, because I know I like it more than Lady and the Tramp, but that's just me.
I think it does fit around there. I think you would put it above Lady and the Tramp because I do too. I like the music. I like a lot that's going on in it, but it had to borrow a lot of animation from other movies and things, and I could tell. Mm-hmm. So it's good for what they had to work with at the time. Yeah.
So now we come to Robin Hood. Robin Hood for me, I'm just gonna say for me it goes into the A tier. It's a good story, dynamic characters. There is a little bit of reuse of animation in Robin Hood because Little John is Baloo.
Oh yeah,
same voice, just it's different color but it's. I don't know, Prince John, like, he's just...
He gets forgotten about.
I know, but it's just,
it's funny.
He's a funny villain, and there's just a lot of iconic things I remember in Robin Hood.
I'm not putting it in A tier, I'd put it in the B tier. Still. I mean... I really do like the movie. Maybe it could... I mean, I don't know, I'm stuck somewhere in between there.
Because I'd put it underneath Alice.
Puts it above Cinderella for me, and I have a problem with that, though.
Oh.
That's hard for me to think that it's above those movies.
Well, I'm not going to fight for it, because I don't care that much about Robin Hood. What about above Sword in the Stone?
I think so.
Okay.
We don't always have to go with I think, though.
Well, but I'm banking a lot here, because I have a lot of arguments for other movies later on.
Oh, you're saving up.
Yes, I'm saving up.
Okay. All right.
So now we come to the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is a collection of different Winnie the Poohs, like you could call them episodes within a movie.
I don't remember which ones they were. I kind of remember it.
I think one of them's the blustery day or whatever, where Piglet's getting blown all over the place.
Oh, and then I bet that's the one where he gets stuck in the rabbit's house and whatnot. And those are the normal.
It's classic Winnie the Pooh. I mean, for me, I just put it in the B tier at the very end.
See?
Really?
Wow. I mean, I really love Winnie the Pooh.
I could agree with that, actually.
But, being as episodic as it is and stuff, they had a whole TV series and whatnot. Yeah. It's...
Where here in the C tier does it go, though?
I think there's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd put it in there.
Now we come to the first Rescuers. For me,
the music kind of.
I would put it in the D tier for me, honestly.
And that's one I want to put in the C tier. But
can we just put it at the top of the D tier?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. That's fine. Because honestly, the music kind of ruined it for me.
Then we come to the Fox and the Hound. Yeah, I actually this Fox and the Hound actually is pretty close to my heart.
That's a touching story.
Because, it was sad. It was super sad. And as a kid, I loved the interaction between the Fox and the Hound. And I found it to be very cute. And so, I mean, it's not an A tier movie.
Okay.
But I would put it in the B tier for sure. For me, I would put it above Robin Hood. Because I liked it that much.
Yeah, it's... And I didn't watch this one as a kid either, but then I watched it and I'm like, oh my gosh, why is tearing me up inside? This isn't fair. Mm-hmm. But it's, a great story. Mm-hmm. This one didn't have music, right?
No. Now we come to the Black Cauldron. I have not seen the Black Cauldron still.
There's so much behind this. I did watch. I watched more about the movie than I did actually watching the movie. I spent more time watching about it. So it's interesting from that perspective. But the movie itself it's a shadow of what it was supposed to be. So, I mean, I think that's going to end up in the D tier. There's a cult following, and there's a lot to be appreciated about this movie. But because it didn't end up being what it was really meant to be, I think the D tier is a good place for it.
Where?
Well, it had more passion in it than a lot of the other stuff. So I would put it under fun and fancy free. I think could go under there.
This will likely be one whenever I get around to watching it, I'll probably disagree with her.
Yeah, you probably will.
Now we come to The Great Mouse Detective. I actually just watched this again recently.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
It's good.
But it's not like anything amazing for me. That kind of explains the epitome, I think, of a C tier movie. Mm-hmm. It's average. But
it's fun.
And it's fun. I would put it above Jungle Book just because it actually has a full-blown, like, good story.
That is true. It has a full plot line and a lot going on. And I like the little ballerina thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
That one was easy. Oliver and Company.
I haven't watched this as much as you have.
I used to watch this one as a kid all the time. I loved the music. But I did watch it again recently, and I got bored. So, and it's because it drags. It's not anything amazing. Again, it's not an amazing movie. There's nothing stellar about it. It's just, it has a couple decent songs, and it's a retelling of another story.
I like that it's about a cat.
Yeah.
That's about all I can contribute to this.
So, I mean, for me, I would put it in the C tier. I would put it behind Bambi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
All right.
Little Mermaid.
Now we get into the ones of at least my childhood more so.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. So we get to the Little Mermaid. I'll let you start on this one.
I mean, it's the Little Mermaid. Another great villain is in this.
Yes.
It has a full plot. It has beautiful music. The animation's pretty great. And this is one of those things where it restarted the Disney, like, was it the Renaissance yeah. And it has a lot going for it, even just in the history. But as a movie, even I'm still entertained by it when I watch it.
So where would you put it?
It's an A movie. I'm not gonna put it in.
Yeah, you're not gonna put it at the S?
No. I'm very picky about that kind of a thing.
Okay.
Just because there's a few knocks on it because of the character there. She has personality, which is great, but did not make her seem that great as a person.
No,
she put all of her identity into a man, and
yeah.
Growing up and then, looking at it again, I'm like, that breaks my heart a little bit.
I would agree.
The rest of it, yeah, it's better than all the rest of these up here.
Yeah,
it's great.
I would agree A tier. I thought you were going to fight for it to be an S tier, so I was...
No, there are other movies that will fit in there. Probably very few of them that I would agree that would go there.
Okay. So then we come to The Rescuers Down Under. For me... because there was a really good story, it was adventurous and everything. It probably would be. I like it more than The Great Mouse Detective.
I mean, and the boy had a lot more autonomy than the girl in the other one, so that speaks to making it's a better plot.
Mm-hmm. So now we're coming to Beauty and the Beast.
I think we can agree on this one.
It's going into the S tier.
Yes. I mean, it got awards, so I mean
Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney animated movie, so I was gonna fight hard for it to go into S tier.
You didn't
anyways.
have to fight me.
No, but
this is a wonderful movie.
It's so good, such good music. I was in Beauty and the Beast, actually at a community theater, so it has even a special place in my heart because of that. But great characters, it's a solid movie.
And the first female character that really resonated with people, that it was realistic and everything, and she and it was not Stockholm syndrome. She made a decision. Okay.
All right, now we come to Aladdin.
Oh yeah. Maybe there are more that
are we gonna have a back-to-back?
I think we're gonna have a few that go
I mean, I would put Aladdin into the S tier.
I would too, because it's amazing.
For me, it goes behind Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a perfect spot for it.
I mean, as a kid, Aladdin was my favorite. Beauty and the Beast became my favorite when I got older.
You can watch it now and you can still laugh at it.
But it's just a good villain, another good story, good music.
Even the side characters were really interesting.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's so amazing about this.
Well, and I think that's what you start finding in this Disney Renaissance era is that it was all the side characters were even good. It wasn't just the main characters; all the characters were really well rounded.
Yeah, it's a solid. Yeah.
Now we come to a lot of people's favorite, The Lion King. I don't like The Lion King as much as everyone else.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I enjoy The Lion King, but I feel like it's really overhyped.
Excuse me. It's The Lion King.
Yeah.
Did you remember that opening?
Well, yes.
The Circle of Life is just so, like, it's...
So you're probably wanting to put it in the S tier, that's my guess.
After Aladdin...
Okay. I'm okay with that because of what I know it's a lot of people's favorite. It's not mine at all. I would have put it in the A tier for me personally, but I understand I'm in the minority on this.
Lion King.
I know. Pocahontas.
Oh, we are going to disagree on this.
I don't like Pocahontas. It's one of my least favorite Disney movies.
I love her.
I know you do. I find this movie so boring.
It's not boring. It's really interesting. There is a lot that it gets marked down for, though, because they tried to make a actual historical character into a Disney princess, and there's a lot of that I don't like. But I really love the music, and I love her as a character. I just wish they hadn't, So it's not going to be an S tier. It's not going to be an A tier for me either.
Okay.
But but because of the music and
You're
all
putting
the...
it above Cinderella.
No.
Oh, wow.
Under Cinderella.
See, I would have agreed with that, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, but you really don't like it, though.
No, but I understand everything behind it, and, I probably would have fought for it to be underneath Fox and the Hound, but, I'm okay with that.
I mean, it's...
Because it does still have good music. I can't deny that.
Yeah. There's a lot to be discussed about that movie that's not okay. And maybe it's nostalgia for me. A lot of it's just... I mean, most of this is nostalgia.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Next movie is Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've actually not seen this one.
Oh, you haven't seen it at all?
No, I wasn't allowed to watch it when I was a kid.
I didn't watch this when I was a kid. I mean, I might have seen scenes of it, but I did watch it when I was older. I didn't watch a ton. I don't think it's a C movie. I think maybe. Because I would put it below Snow White.
Well, it either goes here below Snow White or it goes above Rescuers Down Under. I mean, it has really good music. I do know that.
This is true.
I mean, they made a whole stinging Broadway show based off of it because of the music.
Well, the story's been older than that, though.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, we can put it there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that seems appropriate.
All right, so now we come to Hercules. I really like Hercules.
I like it. I have issues with it.
I don't.
I like Meg. She's a good character.
I like Greek mythology, so
Yes,
even though I know this doesn't follow the story of Hercules or Heracles at all, I still enjoy it just because of the aspects that it does have of Greek mythology.
I just like the part where they put, 90s advertisements type of stuff for, his sports.
That was great, though, because that was the whole point. It was, making fun. Disney was making fun of themselves at that point.
But it's not timeless when you do something like that.
Well, no, but it was great for the time, and it was still funny for us who were growing up during that time. For me, this is an A-tier movie for me. I really enjoy the music. I enjoy the characters. Just solid all around for me. Hades is a great villain. Just the people that even got to voice everybody, they did a really good job.
I mean, his I Want song was pretty good.
You mean Go the Distance?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Well, Zero to Hero is really good, and even Meg's song, I Won't Say I'm in Love.
I do like that one. Okay. You put it there.
Where can I put it?
Where can you put it?
I mean, because I want to put it above Fantasia, and I want to put it right behind
No.
Little Mermaid.
No, you can't do that.
But it's that good for me. I enjoy it. You have to remember, I said I was banking some of my things for this.
I could... Above Sleeping Beauty?
Yes. It has... Okay, Sleeping Beauty had a dragon. This has a Hydra, which is a dragon with 3 heads.
What is your criteria?
I just talked about all my criteria, though. Hercules
Dragons.
No, it has a lot of really good music, has really good characters. I like the story. Like, it has a good story about just even him as a hero, finding, like, his heart. And
I mean, it's not better than Fantasia, though.
I think it is.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now we come to Mulan. I like Mulan.
I do, too.
I'm intrigued what they're going to do with the live action version, since they're going completely different from the animated, but that's a whole other discussion. I don't like Mulan as much as I like Hercules.
What? You confuse me, sir. Mulan is amazing. She saves China.
I know. I said I liked the movie, but I like Hercules more.
I mean, I would put Mulan above The Little Mermaid.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Really?
No.
It's Mulan.
So we can compromise here, and I'll put it behind The Little Mermaid, but I'll put it above Hercules, since you would put it above Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I like her character. I mean, I like how noble she is as a person, and the music is amazing.
It has good music, but it doesn't, for me, has as much iconic music outside of, like, 2 songs.
It's really catchy. No, I like it. Okay.
Speaking of music, we're going to come to Tarzan, which...
It's a good story. Good characters. Music just misses the mark so much. It's good music.
You don't like it because they're not actually singing.
They're not
the characters aren't singing. It's just music playing during the movie.
It takes me out of the story, and it takes me away from the characters and relating with them. So I just can't. I
can understand that.
I mean, that's how I felt from the beginning. I just didn't have words for it.
So I mean, where would you put it?
Probably above Hunchback, somewhere over there. I still think it fits in as a B movie.
Okay, I could agree with that. I would put it higher. I would have it in B tier as well, but I'd have it higher. But I could do that. Fantasia 2000.
Oops.
Yeah, oops is a good way to put it. We're gonna put that in the F tier.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I saw it a long time ago. Like, you want to compare Fantasia 2000 to the original Fantasia, like, it's apples and oranges. They tried to redo it, and like the things where they redid those ones from the first one, those were good, but everything else they added was horrible. It didn't live up at all to what the original Fantasia was. So that's where it goes.
Okay.
Dinosaur.
Again, I haven't seen that.
I saw Dinosaur once. It's very, for the time of when it was made, it was good animation for live action type animation. Now it really is dated.
Would you count a dinosaur as a dragon?
No.
Okay, there's no wings, huh?
No. Unless it's a pterodactyl, but they don't look like dragons. I'm going to put Dinosaur in the D tier. I didn't see all these other ones, so I can't
probably put it above most of them. So
we'll put it behind the Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
Now we come to the Emperor's New Groove.
I loved this movie so much.
So did I. I'm saying it's in the A tier. It's not an S tier Disney movie, but it's A tier for sure for me.
Yes.
Comedy wise, it's one of the funniest Disney movies out there.
It is. It's really funny. Put it below Hercules.
Okay. I was gonna say that as well.
Okay.
All right. So that was easy. Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
We disagree on this because I loved this movie.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It's not one that I really go to.
I liked the nerd.
Yeah. I
like
it because it's Michael J. Fox.
That's true. That did help. I mean, it's not as good as a lot of these movies, but I don't know, for some reason I was entertained by the adventure and the story of it, and I guess the magicalness of it was really fun for me. Because I would put that probably in the B tier. A lot of people would probably put it in the C tier.
Where would you put it in the B tier?
Not above Pocahontas. Not above Fox and Hound either. I think I would probably put it between Sword and Stone and Peter Pan.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Love that too.
I do really enjoy Lilo and Stitch.
It's a weird, fun movie.
What's the phrase? What does he say?
Ohana means family.
Family means no one gets left behind.
There you go. Found myself relating with Lilo a little bit. You know, I wasn't as crazy as her, but
I do enjoy it. When I compare it to just all the other Disney movies, though, like I would put it in B tier.
Okay.
But I would put it at the top of the B tier for me.
Oh. I could see that. It does something different. It's creative. They really branched out.
I mean,
and I can
it might be sacrilegious to put it above Cinderella, but
I know it's okay. But Emperor's New Groove is above it. So,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Okay. Treasure Planet.
I mean, it'd probably go somewhere around Atlantis.
Yeah,
it's
I
similar.
would say
it's similar.
You could interchange Atlantis and Treasure Planet. I'd say so.
Okay.
Put it right there. I've not seen Brother Bear, but you just watched it recently.
I just watched it for the first time. The issue I had with this, I thought it could be a really great movie if they had done different things with the music and a few different things with the script. I think you'd put it as a C movie. I'd like tempted to put it as a D movie, but I don't think it deserves that even. I'd put it under Dumbo. I mean, maybe that's being harsh, but
another one that I haven't seen, Home on the Range.
I weirdly like this one because I know it's not quality, but I really liked it. I don't know why. I think I just like the little farm, little house, whatever that lady had and stuff. I thought that was cute. But it's not necessarily a quality movie. I'd almost put that under Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Chicken Little, you haven't seen this one, right?
Parts of it, but no.
Yeah, I've seen this one. It's a cute story, but it's not anything amazing. It's not anything like that blows you away. But it's not a bad movie, so it's average. So I would just put it here, just so we know it goes this way and then loops around. So it's after Home on the Range.
I haven't really seen it, but I feel like it couldn't go after Home on the Range. You sure?
Okay, we could put it above Home on the Range.
Because it's really, as much as I enjoy it.
Okay.
I know better.
Meet the Robinsons. There's a lot of people that like this movie. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the story.
I think I saw it once. Wasn't this the one with the T-Rex? It's like, I have a big head and little arms.
Yes, and that's the main thing that everyone remembers from the movie. And so
it's the only thing.
Exactly. So I mean, that's for me.
Oh, and the little patches of caffeine.
Yes.
Lady.
Yes.
That was in the trailer. Not memorable though.
Exactly. It is. It's good. It has a good story. It's a good story about like accepting yourself and the quirks that you have and who you are. And so from that standpoint, I definitely do enjoy it just because it has a good lesson in it. So I mean, I would put it in the C tier with a lot of these other ones. I probably would actually put it at the top of the C tier because I think it's better than a lot of these other ones on the C tier, but it's not quite a B tier movie for me.
I could see that too.
I would almost say the same thing about Bolt.
Okay.
I would put it in the C tier as well. But I would probably put it under The Jungle Book. Actually, I'd put it under Bambi as well.
Really?
Yeah. It's good. It has some funny moments. One of my friends and I, like, after it came out, whenever we would call each other, we would quote what the hamster says. And, like, if you haven't seen it, so you wouldn't get it.
The only thing that I really understand about this movie is that Miley Cyrus is in it.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I know.
Next, we come to The Princess and the Frog.
It's a good movie. I mean, the resurgence of just having 2D animation just for a little bit. I really like that.
And the first Disney princess in a long time.
Yeah. and I like that she works really hard, and it's such a pretty movie too.
It is a pretty movie.
There's a lot I love about this movie. I'm not. There's a temptation for me to say that I don't think it's quite The Little Mermaid, Mulan. So I'd probably put it after Mulan.
But you're putting in the A tier.
I would put it in the A tier.
I wouldn't go that high. I was thinking B tier. Like, it's not as good as Sleeping Beauty to me.
I don't know. I really like this one.
I mean, I will give it to you, and I'll let you put it above Sleeping Beauty. I'm not letting you put it above Hercules.
Okay.
Or The Emperor's New Groove. So your highest you can get it is here.
No, I don't think... Yeah, I think maybe somewhere around Fantasia seems okay.
Next we come to Tangled.
That's a really good...
I do really enjoy Tangled.
Yes.
This one goes into the A tier for me.
I'm put at the top. I really love
I'm okay with that. I like it better than Hercules and Mulan and all those.
It's got great music, great Flynn Rider.
I'm a sucker for Zachary Levi, so...
Yeah. But, I mean, the character Flynn Rider is just such, like... Mm-hmm. They gave a Prince personality.
Yep.
What a personality.
Yep.
So...
next we come to another Winnie the Pooh. This is similar to the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It was like updated animation and they changed some things, but it's actually better. Like the story's more cohesive and stuff that's in it. I would put it in B tier just after Hunchback because it is better than this one other Winnie the Pooh. Next we come to Wreck-It Ralph.
I did see this.
I was very excited for this movie when it was announced just because of the video game aspect of it, and it felt like Disney was taking some chances and doing something original because they hadn't in a while with an original story and that actually would work potentially. So I really like Wreck-It Ralph. I like the story. I like the moments in it. I'd put it in the A tier.
I like Vanellope. She reminds me of somebody I know, and that just makes it more real for me.
So would you agree with A tier for this one?
Let's look at everything. I think so.
Where in the A tier though?
Somewhere near Emperor's New Groove. But I don't know if it's better than 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, I would agree. Let's put it below 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Now we come to Frozen.
I don't know what to do with this.
I don't either, because here's the one thing I noticed as we were going through. Frozen 2's not on this list. So we are going to rank it, because that will be the last one, because it did come out after Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Okay.
But that's why I don't know what to do with the first Frozen.
Wait, why does that make a difference?
Well, you'll find out.
Okay.
I mean, I think Frozen's really good. It was one of the first iconic Disney princess movies. Like, Tangled was good.
Yeah.
But Frozen really, like, upped the game a little bit.
And it made Olaf real.
Yes. But at the same time, it's been overplayed at this point.
That's the problem. But if we judge it by that, isn't that...
Yeah, it's true.
It's the wrong thing to judge it by. Because when I first saw it, I was like, I'm coming back to see it again.
Yeah, and that means that you have to put it above Tangled.
I would almost put it in the S tier.
I would not.
But why not?
You'll find out.
Secrets, huh? They don't
I don't think I really make keeping anything a secret.
Secrets don't make friends.
Big Hero 6.
That's going in the A tier for sure.
Yes, I would agree. Almost S tier for me, but that's more so just because I'm a big superhero and I like Marvel.
Right.
And this is originally a Marvel comic, but Disney took and made it an animated movie.
I like how they went a different direction that makes me forget that it's Disney.
Yes, this is one of the more character-driven movies that Disney has done, and where there's actually real impact, like and loss that someone has to deal with. That happened somewhat on screen.
Yeah, it was really deeply impactful kind of story.
For me, I would put it above Tangled.
Okay. I could get on board with that.
Then we come to Zootopia. Zootopia was a cute movie, and it was intriguing. It's not my favorite. I know that a lot of people really enjoy it because of the sloth scene, because it is funny.
It's funny.
It was good.
Yeah, I agree with you kind of. It was really entertaining and it had kind of a message. But I don't know. There's something missing.
I mean, for me, I'd put it in the B tier and just be at the top of the B tier above Lilo and Stitch for me.
Of Cinderella?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
Then we come to Moana.
Oh, I would be tempted to put that in the S tier, but I know better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted too, but Moana is very good.
Oh, it's great.
I love the music in Moana. It's fantastic.
The story is fantastic. Yep. And I love how they actually worked with, like, the culture where it came from and to make the music and make the story and everything. And they did a much better job with this than they've done with movies in the past.
I mean, I like Moana more than Frozen.
I'm okay with that. There was so much good about Moana. I mean, the visuals were amazing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they have a sparkly crab in it, so I'm just...
So the last movie on here, like I said, we're going to rank Frozen 2, even though it's not on here, but Ralph Breaks the Internet was not as good as the first one. I mean, that's pretty standard.
It was good.
I did enjoy it, but... So I would put it in the B tier.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I would probably put it behind Pocahontas.
Really? I was going to put it at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe I'm not thinking about this.
I mean, I like it more than The Fox and the Hound and Robin Hood and all those.
Okay.
But
okay.
It's not as good as others.
Mm-hmm. Okay, explain yourself then.
Okay, so Frozen 2, I like Frozen 2 more than I like the original Frozen. So for me, I would put Frozen 2 in the S tier.
I wouldn't.
But I like it so much more than the first one.
There's a lot that I like about it that's better than the first one, but I
like the music more in the second one. I like the story more in the second one.
I think as a full package, though, Frozen fits together nicely as a cohesive movie. It's hard for me to think that a sequel really fits that very well.
I thought it was excellent.
It was really well done.
I mean, if you can't agree that it goes into the S tier, then it goes into the A tier, right above Moana for me.
Wow. Oh, you could put it below Moana.
Well, I feel like if that's the case, then we should change it and put Moana into the S tier behind The Lion King.
I'm okay with that. I really am.
And then, so Frozen 2, just imagine it's right here. Maybe you can use some Photoshop skills or something and put it here in front of the first Frozen.
Okay.
All right. So, looking at this, is there any last changes that you want to make?
I don't know.
I'm pretty happy with where we ended off.
I think... No. Okay. I think there's a part of me I'm looking at Rescuers and Home on the Range and, like, wondering if we should switch those. But I think the only thing is I feel so much sympathy for Penny. And I'm just like, why are we putting her down there?
Yeah, but it's just because it's not that great of a movie.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. Let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I know this was a little bit of a longer
Well,
this is almost the length of a Disney movie, so...
Yeah.
So thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. If you like what we're doing, hit that like button. It definitely helps us with that YouTube algorithm thing. Hit subscribe and say thank you to our wonderful guest.
Hey.
Thanks so much for tuning in.